So right behind me, we have yet another pool renovation. This is an 1,100 square foot renovation, complete removal, coping, and completely new pavers. So let me show you guys what we got going on. So right here, I'm standing next to the brand new pool coping that we're installing. This is a bullnose 6x12 coping from Cambridge. This specific color is called sandstone. And the reason we went with that color is because, as you guys can see over to the house here to my left, is it's kind of like in that tan neighborhood color. So we wanted to kind of give this new renovation a complement to the house so it all blends and it all looks nice and uniform. Because as you guys can see here, we have a completely different color paver. It seems like it's some black, some red. I don't know. This is what they used to do like back in the day and stuff like that. But anyways, as I mentioned, we're doing the coping all the way around, and we're doing the coping first. We already started part of the demo. The entire coping around the entire pool is completely removed. And we've already started the coping there on that section, and we're gonna work our way down to this corner and then pretty much work our way down from that corner down to here. So just to show you guys, just to explain to you guys what we're doing here, this little spa hot tub is gonna be removed. All the pipes are gonna be cut, and this entire area is gonna be filled. We're actually gonna put a little fire pit right here in this area, and they just don't use this spillover spa anymore. It's a little like dirty and plasticky anyways, so who would want that, right? So all of this is getting picked up, all brand new pavers. It's actually gonna be a pretty unique install. I'm excited to show you guys the finished product, and even as we are building this project, right? It's gonna be that sandstone color for the coping like I showed you guys. Then we're gonna do actually a 6x9 coal color paver, and then we're gonna finish it off with the same color paver as the coping. So we're gonna do a light tan with some black. It's gonna be actually very, very cool install. Pretty unique, not the simple gray with the black border. So we'll make our way around here to the coping and show you guys what we got going on and what we're doing here. So in this section, we've already started the coping. As you guys can see, pretty much started here where the pool cover starts. No coping over here is needed because this is obviously what covers the pool cover, but you guys could see how perfect we want this thing to be. We got a string line in the front of the pool coping. We got a string line behind it because we need this thing to be perfect. He's got his square tools here, pencil, tape measure. My guy's having lunch now. We were here this morning starting this project. We demoed this, we demoed the coping all the way around, and then obviously we started the coping, right? By the end of the day, he should pretty much have this entire section all the way down to that corner completely done. And then tomorrow he'll have that entire section completely done as well. And then probably just an extra day to finish off over there on the front side of the pool and make all of our 45-degree cuts, because this is a squared pool. We do have bullnose coping, so we need to make sure that our 45-degree cuts where they're meeting in the corners are completely perfect. And now you're probably wondering, yo, Justin, how are you always getting these jobs? Like, yo, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, I get that a lot. Like, how do you do it? And I'm gonna keep it simple. Just like I always say, this job actually came from an ad. This specific client actually called in for maintenance. She called us actually very early summer. I don't know what happened to her previous landscaper, but she needed a new landscaper. She called us in. She said, hey, I need this cut right away. We were on it. And unfortunately, because I'm going to share the bad news with everybody, unfortunately, we didn't necessarily drop the ball, but we told her that we couldn't complete the spring cleanup at the time that she wanted it done. And it resulted to her saying like, okay, like I really need it done, so I'm just gonna have to find somebody else. She had already prepaid for it. And instead of me arguing with her about like she already paid and trying to squeeze the spring cleanup at the date that I wanted to, I just said, no problem. I wrote her a check back for the full amount. She took it. She was actually very happy that we credited her back. Like, we just did business the right way. This I'm telling you guys, this lead literally came from an ad for maintenance. We started and then discontinued the maintenance, and then just a few weeks after, she called us and she said, hey, you guys do hardscape and pavers and all that stuff, right? I said, yeah, of course. She said, oh, I'm thinking of doing something around my pool. I came over and she was trying to tell me about repairing this, and I was like, why are you even trying to repair this? Like, this is crazy. So I was here with her for about 30 minutes to an hour, explaining to her what the repair would cost and how long it would last versus what we would do if we did it completely brand new. And she ended up going with the brand new, as you guys could see. You guys are probably wondering what made me come to the conclusion as to why this is not repairable. I mean, it was a lot worse over here and a lot worse over there, especially around the coping area. But as you guys can see, like, the pavers are just really, really separated. I mean, they have plastic edging all the way around. It's buckled up and broken everywhere. And then in the repair, she wanted to remove the little hot tub spa over there. So we were gonna have to bring in brand new pavers to fill the area anyways. And it was just gonna look all janky. And I was like, listen, like, you're gonna spend a third of the money anyways. Like, you should really consider just doing it brand new. And she said, you know what? Give me a night to think about it. She called me the next day bright and early and she said, let's roll. And that just goes to show you guys how important it is to do good business. Just because somebody's not paying you any money today does not mean they're never gonna pay you any money at all. So it's very important to keep good relationships and always maintain good service. And yes, a brand new install obviously does make me more money. But if she were to go with just a simple repair, we would literally be back here again in 2 years repairing it again. And that's exactly what I told her. The way that I roll is I just like to advise my clients on the proper way to do things. And I actually map out the next 5 to 10 years based off of what we're doing. And I told her, like, look, if we repair this thing, I'm gonna be here again in 2 years because you're gonna wanna do it again. And then I'm gonna be here again 2 years after that because I'm gonna wanna do it again. And then after that, you're gonna be like, oh my God, this looks ugly. Like, let's just replace it. And then it's like, well, we should have just replaced it 4 years ago. So those are all the options that I give to my clients, because it's not just about collecting a payment and trying to make the most money out of a job. It's also advising them and educating them on making the right decisions. And another thing I want to mention for the guys who are out there trying to close jobs, something that I like to do, especially when it comes to very low barrier, low skill level things. As I was here discussing the new install with her, I knew that she was kind of like unsure if she was willing to do it or not. And I always pay attention to everything. She had mentioned how she wanted to power wash the fence. And I told her, I said, hey, if you do the install, I'll power wash the fence. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. And the reason I did that is because literally to power wash this fence is going to cost me a day's worth of labor for one guy. I already own a power washer. She has water. We have water access here. And then we're already here on site. I like to call that a value add, because we're already here on site. We're doing the job. The client already wants her fence washed. What easier way to just hire a company, gets the job done, and then gets the fence washed while we're here? So the way that I like to roll is I don't think about the check that I'm going to receive. I like to think about the solutions I'm going to provide, the longevity of those solutions or projects, which in return pays me in the long term, because now I have clients who are referring me to other people, and I'm always busy. And of course, for efficiency purposes, I have a 20-yard concrete dumpster here because it is quite a few pavers that we're actually pulling out. As I mentioned, it's 1,000 square feet, so technically that's about 10 pallets. Now, I'm not gonna beat up my truck. I'll get a handy dandy dumpster delivered. My skid steer will come here. Guys will load up the skid steer. He'll come here, we'll dump it, and when it's ready to go, they take it. Super easy, super simple, and just a lot more efficient. Now, you're probably wondering, Justin, why don't you have machines here? Like, where are all the guys? Like, why isn't this whole thing demoed already? Because everything is done in stages and in phases anyways, right? While I'm finishing another job where all my machines are at, why am I gonna stop that job, come here, bring my machines here, do the demo, then finish the demo, bring my machines back to the other job, when all we could literally do is remove the coping, as you guys saw, off to the sides, and then start installing it, because that's part of the project anyways. Now, when my machine comes, all the coping is going to be completely installed. We're going to have my skid steer pretty much do the entire demo. It's going to haul away all of the pavers that are over there. Then we're going to order base, so that my skid steer is already going to be here. We're going to put all the base in the back, everything that needs to be done, and then the pavers are going to get delivered. My skid steer is going to be here, and then it's going to haul everything away into the backyard where we're going to be using them. So when it comes to projects and project-based stuff, a lot of planning, a lot of coordination, and just overall experience. All right, guys, so I'm here at one of my other maintenance properties, a few of them to be exact. This is going to be a nice little talk about route density. I mow that property, I mow this property, I mow that property, and I mow the one next to it. Route density, that is exactly how you do it. You guys are probably wondering why, how. It's super easy. Literally in that house right over there, go knock on the door, and hey, I could mow your lawn, or I could take care of your property for this price. And something to pay attention to, guys. You see the big lines. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but on the property, you see the big lines. That means like a commercial mower mows that. And then you see over here, no lines. So I'm not even gonna waste my time talking to this person, because they probably just do it themselves, or they probably just clearly don't take care of their property at all. But anyways, here at this property, we're doing trimming, we're doing mulch, and we are just taking care of the property overall. I like to call it like a mid-season cleanup. So let me show you guys around, right? Got here this morning, trimmed up everything, edged all the beds. As you guys can see here, the edge on all the beds looks fresh and crispy. Already got our mulch here, and pretty much all the trimming at this point is already done, and we're just going around mulching the property. I like this property a lot, but as you guys could see with the mulch, basically what we do is we pretty much just go all over the entire property, wherever there's beds, make all these little piles just like this. You could even see in that bed right over there, right? This is going to give us about a perfect like 2 to 3 inches of mulch across the entire bed. And basically the way that we do it is then we just take a rake this out, level it out, make it nice and perfect, crispy and clean. So that's just how we do things over here. I know some guys typically, like, they'll have the wheelbarrow and then they'll just spray it. Certain applications, certain properties will call for that, but anything that is high end like this, you want it to be consistent through. You want the mulch to actually last, because the plants and the bushes actually need it. I'm over here going to a water park, so let me show you guys out here in the back, show you guys what we're doing. So trimmed up this property here first. My guy is over there trimming the next property now. You can see the trimmer over there on the right. That's basically it. The last job that I just showed you guys, the guys are gonna finish up mulching that house, and then they're gonna come here, help these guys out, finish mulching this house and this house, because by then the trimming will be all done. And we got about 25 to 30 yards or so of mulch between both of these houses, so it's definitely a lot of mulch. But like I said, guys, we were here today, trimmed up this big tree, these big trees right here, green giants. I mean, just look at how crispy and clean this looks. I was here this morning, it didn't look like this. Wow. This thing was like leaning, this thing was literally all the way out to here. Looks good, looks amazing, and I'm super happy with the way that it's all turning out. I told the guys when they got here, I said, yo, you know what I mean? We just mowed it, so everything is pretty much taken care of, but put some more love into it. If you see anything, take care of it. This is one of my favorite clients, one of my best clients, one of my loyal clients who always reaches out to me for anything and everything. This kitchen right here, we built. We did stacked stone pretty much all the way around. This is not natural stone, but it's supposed to look like it. And we did this last year. Beautiful grill, blue stone countertop with a beveled edge. But this is like a 2-inch or 3-inch. I think it's 2 inches of bluestone. So this thing was heavy. I think we had like 6 guys here like getting this countertop in. But it came out awesome, as you guys can see. This is another burner right here that he doesn't use. He actually put this little overhead structure in himself as a little DIY project for the weekend, you know, but that's basically it. Extended the pavers over here as well. Pretty much tried to match it with what he has going on over here. And just to show you guys, not a traditional install. It is out there. You guys can see no polymeric sand in the joints. This is all 1/4 inch clean stone in the joints, because this entire house, under the new town regulations when he built it, has to be completely permeable. So he literally has at least 10,000 square feet of pavers. Between this, he has a driveway that comes from his garage to his other garage, and then the actual driveway and the walkway, all out of pavers, all permeable. It holds up okay. I don't really prefer it. As you guys can see, we're keeping this nice and crispy and clean. It's just crazy. I have a love and hate relationship for this electric stuff. My guy's over there trimming the other side where I just showed you guys. I'm on the camera right here recording a video for you guys. Not a single disturbance at all. Love and hate relationship. I would say, guys, if you guys want to go with the electric stuff, you guys watching my videos, go with the hand tools only. Do not buy anything really big, any really big mowers. Not worth it. The hand tools, trimmers, weed whackers, blowers, that stuff's pretty cool. And only buy it if you actually have a location where you can charge the batteries. So that's basically it for this property. All the trimming is already done. We're going to be mulching, as you guys saw in the front. My guys over there finishing up the trimming on the other property. My guys from the last job are going to be moving over here, which is about 10-15 minutes away. They're going to come here. They're going to help these guys finish out the day. And that's basically it. That's literally it for today's schedule. We finished up that hardscape project that I showed you guys earlier in this video. So I want to go over there, show you guys the finished product, show you guys how it all turned out. So let's go check it out. All right, guys, so we're back here at the pool renovation that we were doing, that I showed you guys earlier in this video. As you guys could see, the product is completely finished. This job is completely done, and it turned out amazing. We went ahead with a beige sandstone blend pool coping, bullnose, with no joints. This is just completely butted up next to each other all the way around. Then we went with a 6x9 coal paver in a sailor course all the way around, and then we went ahead and matched the pool coping, right, with the inlay here. This paver right here is sandstone blend 3-piece from Cambridge, and overall, as you guys could see, it came out amazing. It actually is, I'd like to say, a very unique build, right? Because you typically don't see the beige and the browns get mixed with the black. And this is actually one of my personal favorites. As you guys can see, we could get pretty creative with pavers, whether it's black, brown, beige, even red, which I don't recommend. But this is basically the finished product. When we were here earlier in this video, there was this old hot tub spa spillover over this thing right here. We removed that, we cut the pipes, we capped everything, and made sure everything was good to go. Additionally, we installed this fire pit area right here where that spillover spa was before, which I'm sure is probably a little bit more useful, especially now in the late summer, because you could turn on the fire. Right now, the pool, the water is a little on the chillier side, so when you come out, got the fire on, sit by the fire, and you get all warmed up, right? So this is the finished product. Like I said, guys, as you guys know, we do these kind of jobs all the time, and this job in specific, we got through an ad, but more jobs like this, we get them through either existing clients or paid marketing. And that's exactly how I just stay busy all year, and how my business keeps on growing year over year. So I'm gonna wrap up this video here. If you guys have any questions about anything in this video, from pool coping to laying pavers to trimming, planting, even maintenance, feel free to drop it in the comments below, or send me a DM on Instagram while you're there. Make sure you give me a follow. But besides that, like this video, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.